We are simply creating a voice movement to create more connection and more peace within all of us, especially during a time that is extremely shifting perspectives, dimensions, and illusions throughout our life. One must wonder what is real and what is not. It's up to you to decide what's happening here and on the other side. Let's embark on this journey of transformation. Welcome to our podcast of Life and Death Paradox. I am your host, Cice Rivera. We share real stories of brave souls, broken or on purpose, sharing their life story of mental health, addictions, cross paths with suicide attempts, or lost someone to suicide, even struggling to awaken, or awakened souls, or fear of death, or living consciously, and even beyond physical existence and the magic of understanding the other side. Hence, life and death paradox. Thank you so much for tuning in to our podcast. I am truly grateful. Welcome to episode 1, where I explain the details of our podcast and the purpose of the podcast. Many people are struggling and suffering in their lives, and they feel alone and unheard, and at times unsafe. And then there are many people that are intuitive, channeled in, aware, awakened, and ascended. Two different spectrums, two different types of walks, but ultimately, each individual is trying to get to the same place. And in this podcast, we will talk about life and death. And that is the paradox. Many people are living their lives and enjoying their lives to the fullest, and many people are walking through life dead. And many are just waiting to die. And many others are simply afraid of death. In this podcast, we will unlock all the secrets of life and what it has to offer through the hard times, the difficult times, and learning to understand how to coexist with everything, including the world beyond our physical existence and the magic of understanding the other side, and the communication between both sides. There will be many contradictions in this podcast, and many answers to be understood as we go along and learn more about life and people and death, and sharing stories of people that we don't even know exist. And we will also share stories about people that exist that we know very well, but yet they went through suffering to get to that destination of awakening and finding peace in their lives while they're on earth. And many are still struggling to find that peace within. We will talk about things such as God, the other side, psychics, paranormal, conscious living, mental health, bipolar disorder, anxiety, addictions, and those who have crossed the path with suicide attempts and still live to tell their stories, and those who have lost someone to suicide. We will uncover so many stories in this podcast and share with you the depths of suffering into existence and awakenings that no one ever knew possible. The purpose of our podcast is to help people be seen, be heard, and feel as if they exist in order to prevent suicide. That is the true purpose of our podcast. We want to help as many people as possible to speak up and speak out about their lives and what they've been through, and not be judged or ridiculed in any way, shape, or form. And we will channel healing energy for all of our cast members and master the plan of life so that we can all come together in unity, in love and respect, and share what we all share, which is actually simply life and death. What a paradox. Thank you so much for tuning in to our Life and Death Paradox podcast. Please continue to watch, like, support, and share, because we can't do this without you. We are simply the voice of those suffering and or awakening. We are making a ripple for our community in order to save lives. That is our real goal here, to make sure people are heard and seen, even when no one knows they ever existed. We want to dedicate our podcast to those on the other side that took their lives or overdosed or lost their lives in some way, shape, or form, because obviously they are not physically here any longer, but I believe they still exist, and so shall you, and never stop thinking of them or ever forget them, because they exist just like us. Our podcast is dedicated to suicide prevention. Any way that you can help us, we would be grateful.